check my bank account and I'm good. I'm flexing, yeah, cause my singles going off in my hood. I'm flexing, yeah, everywhere I go, you know it's all love. I'm flexing.
Fucking bullshit.
Welcome to Kraayziie Entertainment. Yo, what the fuck up, Kraayziie Nation? It's your boy SB. We're doing a review on All Eyez on Me, Tupac movie. Alright. We're gonna have two videos. We recorded one before this, which was pretty much a discussion and like how disappointed we were. Not about the movie, just like about him, like about Tupac's decisions, about all that stuff. So there's gonna be two parts of this. If you give a 30 to 40 likes, I'll upload it right after this one. Alright. We start off with the director. He's interviewing Tupac and he goes, the fuck happened? No, nothing. And he's talking about what's he talking about? He's talking about like how his life started and all that stuff. Like how his life and all that stuff affect him. And then it starts with the Black Panther movement with his mum. His mum was pregnant with him.
Yeah, well, she was in jail, yeah.
She was in prison with him.
Yeah.
And like you learn how such a strong mum she was. Like she tried everything for him. Like for her kids. And it's just like, it starts so emotional.
Yeah.
And then you come out, the father figure, the stepdad.
Yeah.
Stepdad comes into the picture, and then that goes to shit.
The publicity about him ends up being accounted for murder. Is it murder?
No, it was some bank robbery. That's what it was.
Yeah. And then Tupac asks us, did he really do it? And she goes, I don't know. And then you see like people are following the mum. And it's all because of the Black Panther movement. Because his mum was such a powerful part of that movement. And you see, like, you're watching, like, no matter what, like, throughout the movie, no matter how much they try to get out of danger, somehow it always sneaks past them. And then...
Even as well, the FBI breaking into their
Yeah, that's
homes.
what it was. The FBI. And the FBI agent is
asking for his stepdad where he is.
Yeah. And then like one of the FBI agents is grabbing Tupac by the throat, like the back on the neck, and pushing him to the ground.
First, his mum retaliates.
Yeah, but
slaps him across the face,
and then
he says,
"Yeah, but young Tupac was already on the ground before then."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. She slapped him in the face when the agent.
They're putting their hands on.
No, she slapped him when the agent said.
When the agent said, "Oh, don't you like it when your son is on the ground like that?" Like pretty much going, "Oh, your son's a bitch. Your son's a
dog or whatever."
Yeah.
Or your son's gonna be in the same position in the future anyway. Some shit like that.
And like it's so disrespectful. And no matter, you see the motherfucker, bang, slaps the shit out of the cop. And then because of that, they have to move. They move to Baltimore, where you see Tupac learns all the art, which people don't understand. Like he was in love with Shakespeare.
He was highly educated.
He knew his stuff.
He knew what he was talking about. And if you notice throughout the movie, he quotes it.
Yeah.
He does.
He quoted Shakespeare so many times.
Yeah. But if you remember, even when he was with... And that's where you meet Jada.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which me and Kareem, we took a guess that was Jada during the trailer, remember?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I wonder if that's Jada. Because I remember always telling you that Jada was really close with Pac. And like you learn that they were so close. They're like best friends and lovers at the same time.
Yeah.
And it's funny, like they clown, like throughout the whole movie, they clown with each other.
Yeah.
And it's like, it would be interesting, like it would have been interesting to see if he was still alive, how him and Will would be. Like, and as well, like I know that there's shows that Jada was in that he...
Apologies for the background.
Yeah. I'll cut it out. And then, like, through the, like, I remember watching a TV show that, like, I think it's called, I forget what it's called. Anyway, Jada Pickett's in it, and Tupac comes in it. And it's like, it's interesting that you see, like, how close they were. No matter what, Pac would do something for her. Like, they cared about each other. It was like that real friendship. It's like us. Like, we're there for each other no matter what.
Yeah.
You know, you've gone through shit where I go, it's right, just come over. Same as you.
That's stupid depression bullshit.
Exactly, dude. Like, that's the friendship that you need in your life. But yeah, after that, what's after? After that, actually, not only that, you learn how he started to rap, and then he went on. He started working with Digital Underground, which people don't know. Digital Underground's the Humpty Hump. If you don't know that song, man, I don't know where you've been. And you know that dance? That's the dance, the Humpty Hump. The and he was laughing at it. And I'm like, nah, man, that's the dance. Even I know my shit about that. But yeah, it's cool to see, like he got sick of it.
Yeah, because
he
was just
a backup, pretty much. A backup.
Like a dance.
Barely a backup, though.
He was like a backup dancer.
Then he got his one like, let's say, real break. He actually recorded a actual music video.
What song did he record?
I don't know.
That Hashiki rap or whatever.
Oh yeah.
That was like, it was like full African, like not African, but yeah, that. And then after, you find out that the guy makes the beat for was it Brenda's Got a Baby?
I think so.
Where the guy's like,
no, I'm not sure. I don't think it was a beat for that.
it was.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It was Brenda's Got a Baby. And then he goes to, after that, he moves to LA. Isn't it? Or was that when he was still in Baltimore?
We were still in Baltimore. Yeah, it would have been after he made his first record.
He moves to LA with his sister because his mum was going through some shit, like she always has, but she was still such a strong mother.
Yeah.
Like she was just moving them away because...
to protect them and whatnot.
Yeah, because that guy, Link, or whatever the fuck his name was,
yeah,
he was part of the Black Panthers and he full bashed the shit out of that random guy.
Well, he owed him money.
Yeah,
well, that's what he
still.
says, but still. So it's not really so much random.
But in front of Tupac's face. Like a
It's
young Tupac.
Yeah.
He's just looking black on black. It's black on black crime.
Yeah.
And like that's like the one thing when you listen to his music, that's what he's against. But yeah, like that. And then you go to when he moves to California.
And straight away when he gets exposed by the freaking a murder right in front of him.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
At
Is it the hotel?
Yeah, his apartment.
He literally walks
up the stairs to his front door and then bang, some guy gets stabbed and murdered.
Wife stabbing her husband.
Not even, you don't know if it's a wife or a husband, but like just
lovers.
Yeah, like they just stabbed. She just stabbed him.
She snapped.
And then after that, you go. What do you have after that? Oh, when he goes to what's that? What recording company was it?
Oh, in Ponchu or something? Was it in Ponchu? It started with an I know that.
Interscope.
Interscope, yeah, that's it.
Interscope.
I don't know what I'm going about.
And you see the white guy. The white guy doesn't like Brenda's Got a Baby because it's about what was it? A cousin raping his. Was it a cousin raping his niece?
Yeah, they were cousins. Not raping his niece. They were cousins.
Yeah. And Tupac's like, what's so bad about that? I am showing. It's like pretty much like in NWA where Cube goes, we're talking about the real no, Easy. He goes, we're talking about the real shit that happens in our communities.
Yeah.
And we gotta spread it. And then there's that. And then what's after that? Oh, he tells the white guy to look in a perspective.
Then he ends up playing his music.
And they like it.
And they say, okay.
So they understand like what he's trying to do, and it's like, all right, we can respect that.
He's just spreading. From the start, he was trying to spread a message that people didn't see, like didn't hear of. Like See, what I always noticed about rap, like back in those days, they were like news.
Yeah.
They were like the news for the hood.
Yeah, street news.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
like straight out of Compton, he says it. This is a, what's he say? This is a knowledge or street knowledge.
Something like that. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, like,
He says it like straight up.
what's
straight in the
after
beginning.
that? What's after Then he goes to Cali.
Yeah.
Does he meet Sure?
That one he doesn't meet him till.
Or does he
till
meet
later.
Biggie?
I think
Meets
Biggie first.
He goes to New York to perform, right? Yeah.
Benny.
Yeah, and he meets Biggie.
They're performing at
He's
that
like, "Step on up," yeah.
university.
Then Biggie's in the crowd. Yeah.
And that's where that famous photo came from. Where Biggie's with the bandana
Yeah.
and Tupac's with that jacket. Well, not jacket, but yeah.
Vest or whatever.
Yeah, it's like they really did a good like scenarios, if that's the word. Like they
Like reenactments, pretty
yeah,
much.
like they put it perfect. Biggie, that guy's the perfect actor for Biggie. What's after that? What's after Bolt?
Well, they casted the
All
guy
those-
for Tupac himself really well.
Oh, dude.
I mean, that was spot on.
They can't even pick anyone else. After seeing that guy on Straight Outta Compton,
Yeah.
man, well, yeah, he's
Yeah.
Park. He
Yeah.
is Park. He looks identical. Even that. Oh, wait, we didn't talk about Juice,
Juice.
the movie. He started getting movie roles.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no, that's straight after, yeah. He gets the movie role. And that's
Yeah.
where he meets Biggie. Remember? At that club?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then
He meets Biggie. Then Biggie introduces him to that guy to get him the role for Juice.
Yeah.
Was it Juice or was it...
I mean, it might have been another movie.
No, oh my god, what is that fucking movie? But Juice was in it. They showed a scene of Juice, like where he's talking to the guy, and then they showed a premiere
yeah.
where he's just like, shit. And that's like right after where he drops the album. They dropped the album around the same time. I know what movie it was, Above the Rim.
There we go.
And then he meets this guy for Above the Rim, which I don't remember his name.
Wasn't it
Like-
Nas?
No, like Virgil, whatever the fuck his name was. Whoever the fuck he was. And it's funny, like I saw rappers that I know, like that are in it. Like they were casted in the movie,
Yeah.
like Mano, and he's like one of the guys that when you see Tupac get shot, he's the one that pulls the trigger. And he's a real rapper. Like, so that's like pretty crazy that like you watch that. And what happens is this guy is the whole reason why Tupac got shot. The first time.
Yeah.
Well, not his.
It's
It's a 50-50.
his associates,
His
pretty
people.
much. Yeah.
And what happens is, and you see Tupac goes, oh wait, was that before? That's after the rape, eh?
First you had that rape.
Yeah, it was
charge.
after.
He
Yeah.
had a rape charge, okay.
First you had that.
With the
Yeah.
rape charge, alright, you can talk about the rape charge.
Yeah. First getting.
Oh yeah, and that was with Biggie, the rape charge.
Yeah.
Remember? Biggie was in the next room.
Yeah. You had that. Being accused. Then after that, when he gets obviously
What happens when he
the
gets?
sentence.
Tell him what happens when he gets accused. What happened?
Pretty much, he decided not to, let's say, go on.
Do sexual course with the woman.
Yeah, sexual intercourse. So he slept in the next room.
And
Then,
like, you could
then
tell
she
he's, like,
spreads it straight
stressed.
away. She spreads it straight away on the news and actually freaking tells the coppers, "Oh yeah, I got raped." Blah blah blah.
No.
She got raped, though.
She got
By
raped.
them.
But the
But
thing
not-
is,
yeah.
But you didn't say that.
she came
Yeah.
barging into Pac's room
Tupac's,
saying,
like, dead asleep.
yeah, she comes barging. It's like,
Why would
oh,
you let-
those
why would you
two.
leave me
Why
with
would you
them?
let those two like with me? It's like, well, okay.
Like,
Then
what the hell are you talking about?
what's it? I can't remember his name. But they were,
Virgil, whatever.
yeah, he goes down and he's like, I'll handle it.
I'm gonna kill her.
And Pac's like, wait, what the hell? And then
And then
he
he
gets
goes
his shit
down-
together. He goes downstairs and he gets arrested.
They all get arrested
Yeah,
for rape, and then once again you see Park had a problem with the police. Throughout the whole story, you see...
What screwed Pac over was the trial. That they were tried, like, separately and whatnot.
And the guy says, he goes, oh, no. He goes, that guy had... That's the thing, though. He warned him. He said, I got so many... I'm very powerful.
Yeah.
And that's what... Wait.
You can even say as well, besides that, after the whole
What
rape,
happened? Why did they get into an argument?
Well,
Remember? And that's why they want to kill him?
Because,
Oh, yeah.
after he was, like, sentenced and whatnot, it was, I don't know, sometime
he went
after.
On a rant on the TV.
Yeah,
after
to the
trial.
media and whatnot, and pretty much told, like,
On the trial.
he wasn't responsible. He shouldn't have been, dealt how he was dealt with, and it was whatever else. I can't remember his name. Virgil, I think we said.
Whatever the fuck his
we just call
name
him
is.
Virgil.
Virgil.
That dickhead.
That dickhead.
That dickhead. Yeah. Then after that, you got...
Even as well at the park, how he goes to.
Oh, yeah, we
Punch on.
completely missed that part. The
Yeah.
park.
Park. Oh yeah, when
Goes to
he.
punch on with the guys. Next thing you know, gunshots. A kid ends up dying.
I don't think he died. Someone else died.
But then they say, oh,
They blame it on him because he was there.
because he started the whole.
And as well, they blamed it on his music.
Yeah.
Remember, they started blaming a lot of shit because of his music. They started putting lyrics as quotes
Yeah.
instead of real quotes.
Yeah.
And then you got, after that, you got the killing scene. Well, not killing scene, but where they try to kill him.
Yeah.
And what happens, he goes to jail. Oh, well, before he goes to jail, you see he goes up. He's trying to meet Biggie for a recording session. And he gets shot. And on the elevator, it's going up. And you look at Biggie's face like, what the fuck, man? What's going on? What's happening? And then you look at the other guys and they're fools like smiling. And that's where you notice why Park thinks that it's him. And then after you get the...
Ah, my word.
Want to pause it?
No.
go
And then
keep
after that, like, he goes to prison and he hears who shot ya. And then he's like, he puts like all these images together to think that it's Biggie.
Yeah.
Because all of the people that were part of it, like, he met because of Biggie.
Yeah.
Like, they were associates of Biggie. But before that, Biggie warns Park about that Virgil, whatever the fuck his name is, and says, don't, when they're recording above the rim,
Yeah, when they're
above
recording
the rim,
movie, when
and he says, don't trust him.
he buys him a Rolex. Yeah, he buys him a Rolex, yeah?
Yeah.
Buys
He
him a
bought him a
Rolex.
Rolex. And then Biggie says to him, he goes, don't trust him. The fact that Biggie was scared of him said a lot. Not scared of him, but Biggie didn't trust him.
Yeah.
Biggie's
saying
like,
the
nah,
why
he's
you-
an
why you
associate.
hanging out with him.
Yeah.
Biggie was like, nah, he's an
Don't-
associate. Like, you barely see him. Like, it's like, oh, what's up? And that's it.
Exactly.
And then
yeah.
after that, you got the prison scene, where you see the cops once again. What you don't know is, in that part, the cops rape him. The prison guards. They took it out of the movie.
You know what? They should have had the movie on Netflix.
But yeah, I
Uncut
think
scenes.
I'm pretty sure it's that scene where he gets raped. And
when he says turn around, bitch.
Yeah.
That part.
and you see it, they're fucking bashing the fuck out of it.
You know what? I reckon if this was on Netflix, they would have told a lot more of the story.
Mate, Netflix wouldn't have been able to afford that type of money. Well, they would have, but still.
Yeah.
That type of thing has to come out in the cinemas. It can't come out on Netflix.
I guess true.
But yeah, like, you're learning, no matter what he does. Oh, wait. When was the part where his mum goes, you have a target on you?
Oh, that wasn't. No, that's actually when he goes to visit her. When he goes to visit her after.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, my bad.
Yeah.
That's about another part. So what's now when he goes to jail? Right?
When he
And
goes.
the documentary starts.
Pretty much, yeah.
And the guy that he meets, and they start talking about what's happening. And he starts talking about the shit about his life, everything that went on. and he sees his dad. He went to visit his dad.
Only
Or
three.
his stepdad.
Yeah, his stepfather, yeah.
And his stepfather's warning him, you should be more positive. Or even that, like when Biggie and him meet for the first time, he's like, oh bro, we should do all this and that, all this positive shit. And Biggie's like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? It's like, he's like, no one had the mindset that he had to switch it off. But yeah, like, what's after that, if you remember?
I don't know. I know
He
he
takes his mum,
takes his mum to rehab.
to rehab, then, well, probably like a few months later, a year.
Cause I think he sees her.
Oh yeah, we didn't mention the faith part. Does that happen before or after?
I think it was before.
He meets Faith, which was Biggie's wife at the time.
No, I think it was after.
Nah. It was around the same time, and that's where he starts doing those. Oh no, yeah. It's after because Suge comes into the picture. That's when it happens. But what else was there? What was after that? Fuck it, we'll just go after prison, where he gets out, and the way he gets out is because he makes an agreement with Shaw to sign to his label, and that's where he meets Dre. Then later on comes Snoop, and that's where you see momentum. Like all Pac was considered, like all Pac was looking at was recording.
Yeah.
Recording. And then, yeah, the part with his mum. His mum comes out of rehab. She hugs him. They're so happy to see each other. Having fun dancing. Making fun of each other of the way they dance.
Yeah.
And then
The vice president's on the news.
they go out to go for a smoke.
No, they go inside and they look at it.
They go
No, they're out for a smoke and they're having a chat.
They're having a chat, and she's still saying that you're still this strong man that you should be. And she goes, I don't think you should still be doing the thing that you're doing.
And then his sister comes out and saying, "Oh, you're on TV."
Yeah, Van, his auntie or whatever. Is that his auntie or?
Well, I think it was his sister.
A friend shows.
She puts it up.
I think you should. She just says to him, "I think you should be listening to this. Take this into consideration. You have a target on your."
No, that was his.
That was his mum. After watching the whole vice
After
president
watching-
going like, "Oh, yeah, bad music" or whatever he was going on about.
Because they were blaming his music for crime.
It was the dumbest thing I've ever heard. But anyways.
Yeah. And
and he goes around doing it, which is a
did we
pretty.
talk about that part where he shoots the cops?
Yeah.
The thing is, he didn't know they were cops.
Alright, he shoots 2 undercover cops. Or was that when he was still? That was before he was with Suge, right? Isn't that what put him in jail, or was it the rape court?
The rape court put him in jail.
Because he had 2 cases that he was going through.
I mean, there was a lot of shit, but they really covered mainly just 2, and I think it was
The rape and that. And because they asked him, is he guilty for the death? And they say no. He was doing the 2 cases at the same time.
yeah.
And then they go, oh, so is he guilty for the rape? And they say yes.
Illegal touching.
Yeah, legal touching, which Pac, and then even Pac, where the judge, he goes, do you have anything to say for yourself? And he just goes on a rant, like, I didn't do shit, but I'm not gonna go explaining myself to you because you don't believe me anyway.
No, he doesn't even look at him in the eyes.
No.
That's all.
Besides that, though, all he did was look at his lyrics.
Yeah.
And they just
He was just.
But like, what you just said, the judge never looked Pac in the eyes whatsoever.
Okay, you know what? I'll just sentence you to
'Cause
this
he
much.
knew.
Then he says, "All right, you can put me away. This, that. Only God
What was it?